Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Christie. Tonight's homework is home link 5-3, adding fractions. So this is similar to what we did today in class. So we're going to solve number stories, use a different strategy for each one. So remember the strategies that we learned today. We learned how to use fraction circles. We learned how to use a number line, and we learned how to use an equation. Okay? So those are the three. So you can pick whichever you would like. I'll just pick two the way that I do them, but you can choose whichever way you like, okay? Okay, so here's our first problem, number 1. The park department wants to have new trees planted. They agreed that 1/10 of the trees will be oak. 3/10 will be pine, and 2/10 will be willow. They are undecided about the rest. What fraction of the trees will be oak, willow, or pine? Okay, so the first thing we have to do is fill in the whole box, meaning what are we counting? Like what's the whole? So when we look at the question, what fraction of the trees, so the whole is the trees. It's not just one tree, remember, because we're talking about the new trees that they're planting. So it's all of the trees. So the whole is all the trees. Okay, that's the whole. So number model with unknown. Okay, so we know we're adding the fractions. So we're going to do 1/10 plus 3/10 plus 2/10 equals, and it wants the unknown, so we'll just say equals T. T for trees, right? Okay. One way to solve a fraction addition problem. All right, so how about if we just draw we'll do it like we're doing fraction circles. So I'm going to draw a circle, and we're going to make it tenths, right? Because that's the fraction that we're doing. So tenths. Here's my center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to pretend those are perfectly equal. I know they're not, but okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're pretending they're perfectly the same size. It's just a model. Okay, so 1/10 plus 3/10. I'm going to like shade that a little bit differently so we can kind of differentiate. If you have different colors at home and you want to use different colors to show, then you can do that. 3 and then plus 2/10. So we'll make that a little bit darker, really dark for the 2/10. Okay, so we have 1/10 plus 3/10 plus 2/10 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It equals 6/10. So 6/10. So the answer with the unit is going to be 6/10, and don't forget the unit's really important, okay? 6/10 of the trees. Because remember, your answer's not complete unless you have your unit. Okay. Number 2. The Patels have a DVD collection. 3/8 of the DVDs are animated. 2/8 of them are mysteries. 1/8 are comedies. The rest are about travel. What fraction of the DVDs are not about travel? Not about travel. Okay, so this is a little bit different. fill in the whole box. So now, when we look at the whole, what are we talking about? Well, what fraction of the DVDs? So the whole is the DVD collection. So the whole, it's the DVD collection. So we're looking at parts of the DVD collection. Number model with unknown. Okay, so this is a little bit trickier because we're looking at what fraction are not about travel. The rest are about travel. So, what do you think we should do? Well, 3/8, because 3/8 are animated, and then 2/8 and then 1/8 equals, and we say equals D. D for DVD. So these are the ones that are not about travel. The rest are about travel. These are not about travel. Okay, a different way to solve the fraction addition problem. So I'm going to, since there's a line here, I am going to make a number line. So this is broken up into eighths. So I'm going to make my number line of eighths. So I'm going to have this be 0, and I have this be 1, or 8/8, which is 1, right? 1 or 8/8. Okay. So we need to make it, when we're making a number line, we need to make the parts, equidistant from each other. So I'm going to cut it in half first. And half is going to be 4/8. So 4/8 is equal to half. And then I'm going to make, oh, sorry about that, guys. Cat wanted to come in. Okay. There's Tinkerbell. Look, I can show you Tinkerbell. Wait, there she is. Oh, she's upside down. There's Tinkerbell. Okay. Oh no, that's Tinkerbell. She's crawling on our work. Okay, now we're gonna take her off. There she is. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. All right, now 4/8 is half. Then each of these, this is going to be 2/8, because 2/8 is 4th, and then 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. Okay, so let's start at 3/8, and then 3/8 plus 2/8. So 1, 2, and then plus another 8 is 3, and that means that's going to equal 6/8. Okay, so I wrote over here, and I kind of messed that line up a little bit, so I'm just going to write the answer underneath, and it's going to be 6/8 of the DVD collection. Okay. Number 3, 2/5 plus 1/5. So remember, we're just adding the numerator and we leave the denominator, right? 2 plus 1 is 3, 3/5. Number 4, 1/2 plus 3/2. 3 plus 1 is 4, so 4/2. And if you wanted to, if you knew how, you could make that, convert it into 4/2, which equals 2 wholes. Number 5, 5/6 plus 5/6. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10/6. And if you wanted to, you could take, oh, there's Tinkerbell going back outside. You could take the 6/6 out, making a hole, and then you have 4/6 left, so it'd be 1 and 4/6. And again, it's totally fine if you don't remember how, or don't really know how to do that, because we haven't really learned that yet. But if you wanted to do it, you could. 1/3 plus 2/3 plus 1/3. 2, 3, 4 is 4/3, which equals 1 and 1/3. So now this, represent the fractions as decimals. This goes back to what we did last unit with tenths and hundredths, writing fractions as decimals. So remember 4/10. So when we're doing decimals, remember here's the decimal, that's the ones place, and then this is the tenths place, and then this is the hundredths place. So 4/10 is going to be 0.4 because this is the tenths place. The one right to the right of the decimal is the tenths place. 40 hundredths. Okay, so 40 hundredths is 0.40 because 40 would be 40 hundredths. 6/10 would be 0.6, and then 6 hundredths. Okay, so this one's a little bit tricky. See if you can get this one. 6 hundredths, this is the hundredths place, but we have to put the 0 there for our placeholder. So it's going to be 0.06. And that's it. Okay? So hopefully that wasn't too bad, and I hope you have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.